In this episode, we're gonna make huevos a la mexicana. Oh man, this is honestly like an explosion in your mouth. To get this recipe started, we're gonna need a few ingredients. Let's get started. We're gonna need 2 tomatoes, 1 onion, a bunch of cilantro, a garlic clove, and some avocado. I'm using extra firm tofu, but you can just use firm tofu. This is the only thing that the store had, so we're just gonna improvise. To get started, we're gonna dice some onion. Dice your onions. I feel like I'm about to cry. I can't even see the lines I'm cutting. When you find out Memo Cho is married. So, to get started, we're gonna cook this onion first, and then later we're gonna add our tomatoes. To begin with, we're gonna put some olive oil. Now that your pan is hot, you're gonna add your cebolla. If you remember correctly, in our last video I said season at every stage, so just a little bit of salt. Meanwhile, your cebolla is cooking. You're gonna now dice up your tomatoes the same size as your cebolla. So now that you see that your cebolla has cooked a bit, you're gonna add your tomatoes. And we're gonna add some garlic. Now we're gonna make our eggs out of tofu. You might be a little skeptical as using tofu as a replacement for eggs, but just the process. To begin with, open your tofu box. I have a box with me prepared just so I can drain the tofu juice. So after you drain your tofu, what you're gonna do is you're gonna divide it in 4. So after you divide it in 4, now you're gonna squeeze it because there's more juice that needs to be released. You can also use a tofu press and it will save you a lot more time than squeezing it. Make sure your hands are clean when you do this. We're gonna add our tofu that we just squished. The cool part about this is that this is 100% cholesterol free, so you can enjoy it without having worries of health declining. Also, it's cruelty free, so what's better than that? This is also super high in protein and super healthy. I like to eat this when I'm done with the gym. It's a good post-workout meal. I know you're doubting me. You're like, Cassandra, that looks nothing like eggs, but listen up. I got a little trick up my sleeve. Now, what is this? People use turmeric. I use this product. It's great for seasonings. I'll put the name right here. This is really good for giving color to whatever you're making. It's a nice yellow color. I know it looks orange, but let me mix it. You see that? She's coming alive, baby. I know you're still doubting me.
Cassandra, tofu doesn't taste like egg.
It's all about the seasonings. Her name is Black Salt, and she smells just like egg and also tastes like egg, which kind of freaks me out, but put a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. Now we're gonna add a little bit of regular salt to enhance our flavors and some garlic powder. The last step of this recipe is to chop up some cilantro. To cut cilantro, what you're gonna do is roll it in a bunch, tight as possible, and then cut away as finely as possible. Add your cilantro. Now she's alive. Look at all of those beautiful colors. To garnish, we're gonna slice up some avocados. Avocados from Mexico. Are you guys ready? Because I know I am. Let's go.
That's alright.
Amen. This is such an easy meal to do. Even your dog can make it. Try it. Put your dog to the test. He will literally make it. If you like this video and it made you a little bit hungry, make sure you subscribe and like this video. See you next week.